The Lord is thy shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I like down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water. Them him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea, though I rasta go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno prepare a table before I in the presence of our enemy them. Uno anointed I head with no oil, me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I will follow I all the days of I even. May I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah, kadama we groma bea tela exag beer tana istalena bashante shante 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 shante. Kadama we groma bea tela where twos and threes meeting in the name of the Most High Jah. There so Jaja there. If Jaja never build up your house, the builder I go build it in vain. Same way. If Jaja never watch upon your house, the watchman I go watch it in vain. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and them is saved. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Jah shall deliver him from all of them. And I give thanks. How Mauso Lisa at down the water. It was sick player for. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonama, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Black Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot, and each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking, ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, colors, aromas, and even texture. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot where they are subjected to some amount of heating. They produce food, sumptuous food. Interestingly, paradoxically, ironically, the ingredients and even the black pot do not even participate in the eating of the food. It is us, the eaters, who do. Yet every time the ingredients and the black pot will rise to the occasion to produce food that they paradoxically do not even partake in eating. What does this teach us? A lesson of selflessness. One hand washes the other. Are we thinking about the next generation? How many of us believe that, oh, we struggled so much to get it, therefore we have to blow it all before we leave? How many people go out there and buy food and they say, oh, I am satisfied, but because I struggle to pay for this food, I must eat it or no other person must benefit from this food? That is not generational thinking. My brother, my sister, take as much as is very necessary for you to move on and leave the rest for those that are on the way coming. That is generational thinking. Are we ready for that? Any nation that is not ready for this kind of sacrifice known as generational thinking is not worth living in, and it's not worth to be called a nation. This is the black pot, and here we are generational thinkers. Here we try to realign our minds in the line of generational thinking and Pan-Africanism, and of course, patriotism. The biggest problem with Ghana right now and the rest of Africa is nothing but patriotism. And Ghana is one of the worst. Nigeria is one of the worst. Our citizens are not patriotic. We are all running to America, England, and even Japan and China. And when we get a visa to these countries, it's like we have finally achieved our dreams to go to heaven. Some people call it heaven on earth. And how do you call your own country? Hell on earth, right? If America and England are heaven on earth, and you are Ghanaian, you are Nigerian, and you say America is heaven on earth, China is heaven on earth, Britain is heaven on earth, then Nigeria and Ghana and the rest of Africa must be hell on earth. Yet the Bible tells us that the original heaven is right here in Africa, Ethiopia, and beyond. What have we turned that heaven into? We have destroyed it And right now we have no respect for it. To God be the glory. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunamo. This is a show of the mindset. Here we don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we'd only just criticize to build and not to destroy. Oh yes. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. This is the Black Pot, and we are live on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is called Black Empire Media, and Black is spelled B-L-A-K-K. Remember to subscribe to this channel and hit on the notification button so that each time we come on live, you would be able to hear and also to watch us. You'll be the first person to be notified. Yes, that is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunamo. And here we speak truth to power. Do me a favor, please share this broadcast so many other people can be part of this. We want to say thank you so much to ISIT, I-S-I-T. Oh yes, they are supporting us a lot. And when we talk about ISIT, we're talking about in spirit, in truth. It is the newest social media app everybody is talking about. Oh yes, the newest social media app. Listen, if your regular traditional social media app is that negative, racism, nudity, violence, jump ships, join us on ISIT. It's all positive. The good thing about ISIT is that, hey, everything on ISIT is positive. It's built by Ghanaian engineers in America. They are powerful algorithms that sap out and remove every kind of negativity before it even hits. That is why we say, be an ISITer. Come and be with us. What can you do with ISIT? You can go live. You can make video and audio calls at the same time. You can also connect with family and friends, promote your business, and meet other positive-minded people. And it's all for free. Download that from Google Play and App Store. This is the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushunamo. And here, we speak truth to power. Time now for action. And today we have 4 very important issues to look at. And these 7 very important issues to look at. And the first 4, I need you to watch them and see how heavy they are. 7 very important things. Number 1, let us run it and see what is happening. Oh my God, come here. Now the very first story we are looking at, my brother, my sister, is a story that I will need you to open your ears and eyes and watch with rapt attention. My brother, my sister, what issue are we looking at? This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushono. We are experiencing a little bit of technical issues, and but we are going to run it. We are still going to run it. My brother, my sister, the issues we are going to look at today are very, very important, and I need you to come along so that we can look at them. The first one says Ghana goes into Guinness Book of Records. Ghana goes into the Guinness Book of Records. Apologize for the technical errors. Ghana goes into the Guinness Book of Records. And when we talk about the Guinness Book of Records, what are we talking about? It's a certain kind of book where unprecedented achievements are recorded. For instance, if you are the first person to drink water, your name will be put there. See? That is what is called the the Guinness Book of Records. So Ghana goes into the Guinness Book of Records. How? And this is so ridiculous. I said, watch the first 4 stories that are coming. Come here. Come here. Watch me and pay attention. The very first story says Ghana goes into Guinness Book of Records. And it's so ridiculous. It's so painful. It hurts me. Watch the story. What is the story talking about? Ghana is the only country in the world with single cocoa tree producing 2,000 crops. That's a mistake. They wanted to say pods. P-O-D-S. A pod is like this. That thing that the cocoa seeds or beans are in. That thing is called a pod. That is a pod. My brother, my sister, Ghana is known as a country that produces the golden pods, right? They are yellow and so beautiful. We are number 1 when it comes to producing the sweetest cocoa in the world. Our cocoa originally came all the way from Bioko. then called Fernando Po. We were told that Etekwashi came in alongside the missionaries and were able to give us the sweetest cocoa in the world. At a point, we were even the #1 cocoa producer in the whole world, such a small country. But the Ivory Coast came and took over from us. And today, we play second fiddle to the Ivory Coast. My brother, my sister, now the minister in charge of agriculture just abandoned it and is running for president or flag bearership in his party. My brother, my sister, some other person has taken over. But in the ministry, they have subsets and departments. One of them is the Ghana Cocoa Board. The boss of the Ghana Cocoa Board, my brother, my sister, was my lecturer at the University of Science and Technology, Kumasi. And this is the man, Mr. Boahin Edu. He has messed up the cocoa industry in Ghana to the point that it is no more enviable to even talk about Ghana cocoa. These are the people who have messed it all up. He lectured me at the University of Science and Technology at the Department of Land Economy in the days. My brother, my sister, I love him, I respect him, I honor him, but these are the people who are ruining the country. Destroyed the cocoa of this country. #1. We have children who are laboring in the cocoa farms in Ghana, what is known as child labor, to the point that the EU said we are not giving any money to Ghana anymore to help with the cocoa industry. #2, we are not even importing anything in terms of cocoa from Ghana anymore because they have polluted the cocoa in Ghana. Cocoa farmers are felling trees and turning the cocoa land into galamsey or illegal mining farms or sites. My brother, my sister, and this is the ridiculous thing that these cheap people in power are talking about. Ghana is the only country in the world with a single cocoa tree producing 2,000 pods. Let's read that story. Ignore that word crops. It's a mistake. They meant to say pods. Come here, let's look at it. Watch me, watch me, watch me. Joseph Boahin Edu, Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Cocoa Board, has touted President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's achievement in the cocoa sector. Listen, he's giving the credit to the president. How? He noted that Ghana is the only country in the world that has recorded a single cocoa plant producing more than 2,000 pods. A tree, one tree, and it produces 2,000 pods. He made this remark during the opening ceremony of the 2023-2024 cocoa season at Tepa in the Ashanti region on Saturday, September 9. The historic feat, he said, was achieved through the government's hand pollination initiative program launched in the president's first term in office to boost cocoa productivity. According to Boahin Edu, the record-breaking cocoa tree is located in Bompieso, a farming community in the western region. Listen. According to Boahin Edu, the record-breaking cocoa tree, is located in Bompieso, a farming community in the western region. He added that this same cocoa community and others can also boast of a single cocoa tree with more than 1,500 pods, the first of its kind in the whole world. That's it. My brother, bring me a photo of the cocoa with the golden pods and look at it carefully. Watch it. How many do you find on this? How many cocoa pods do you find on this? Are they even up to 100? The Cocoa Board CEO says that in Ghana, we have been able to develop cocoa that has 2,000 of those pods on that. Do you believe that? Why are they not showing us photographs? 2,000 pods. They are directing us to a village called Bompieso. And that we have 2,500 pods on the average per one, a tree of cocoa. If that is true, then we are going into the Guinness Book of Records straight. But knowing politicians and how they can exaggerate and tell lies, I do not want to believe this. Hand pollination is responsible for 2,000 pods on one cocoa tree. My brother, do you believe that? Is it possible? And if it has happened in Ghana, then to God be the glory. But come here, let me tell you more. You see, it hurts me that these things are happening. We sat down here and played the game so dumb, and Ivory Coast came and took over from us. We now play second fiddle when it comes to cocoa. We don't have chocolate producing factories in this country that are able to produce our cocoa into chocolates in large quantities. A lot of our chocolate comes from Switzerland, France, and some other places. Yet we produce the sweetest cocoa in the world. What happened to the one district, one factory? If we were the #1 cocoa producing country in the world, albeit now second, do we not deserve a proper cocoa factory in Ghana? At least one proper cocoa producing factory, chocolate producing factory from our sweet cocoa beans. But no, we don't even produce up to 2% of the cocoa that we have in this country. I'm talking about chocolate. We produce a lot of the cocoa and we send it out to Switzerland. We send it out to England. We send it out to France. The last time I heard the president talk about our cocoa, he said that we're going to move from the Gojisberg economy, where we are only producing to feed Western industries. Has that happened? Somebody told me the other time it's not an event. What have they done? When Kwame Nkrumah built the motorway to be able to connect the shipping area of Tema all the way to the rest of Accra, and to be able to expand a certain kind of transportation link to the rest of the sub-region. We all thought that he was a joker. But he envisaged some of these things to help with industry and the rest. My brother, my sister, today go and look at that motorway. It's all destroyed. Everything on it is bad. They are now telling us they are going to spend 1 million Ghana cedis to remove toll booths from the motorway. After some time, they will tell us they want to come and put back those same toll booths again. And they will need money to do that. What a wasteful country. My brother, today when I saw this reportage, I laughed, but I cried at the same time. He's giving credit to the president. Can we see photographs of those cocoa trees at Bompieso that have 2,000 pods or 1,500 pods? I am just imagining how those 1,000, 2,000, 1,500 pods would even hang on one tree. Are they berries? Are they seeds? One cocoa pod is as big as this. Or is it another GMO product that they have smuggled into this country to kill our land and kill our farmers and farming? My brother, that is why you are here. Think about it. They are saying that Ghana now has cocoa trees in Bompieso in the western region that produce up to 2,000 pods at a time. 2,000 pods. How many leaves are even on the cocoa tree? How many leaves are on the cocoa tree? And now we have 2,000 pods on one cocoa tree. I wish we could go into this. And I'm going to take time and travel to that area and go and check it up and bring it up on TV so that you can see. We will go, and when we find it out, we will come out and applaud the whole nation and applaud the initiative and push so we can enter into the Guinness Book of Records one more time to tell the whole world that yes, we lost the first position to the Ivory Coast, but we have performed magic. Now our cocoa trees do not produce a maximum of 50 pods, we now have 2,000 pods on one cocoa tree. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. Dash it and bring me the next thing. Now the next story we are looking at. Alan Kyeremateng as Mahama'S running mate. When I saw this thing today, in fact, it started from yesterday, it was so nauseating. I vomited so much, I almost broke my throat. Are we serious? Anyway, let's look at the story. Run the story. Quick. Today we have 7 issues, so we have to be really quick. Alan Kyeremateng could become Mahama'S running mate just to spite NPP. And this is my colleague Vim Lady saying that. Me and Vim Lady, we have a very good relationship. We worked at the same radio station for a number of years till we both decided that enough was enough. We had to move on. My brother, my sister, I love her and I respect her. We are not going to look at Vim Lady. We are going to look at the content of what she said. Run it. Ghanaian media personality Efia Pokua, Kabie, popularly known as Vim Lady, my God, has expressed the possibility of Mr. Alan Kyeremateng partnering with John Dramani Mahama in the upcoming election. He said Alan could accept to become John Mahama's running mate simply to teach his party, the NPP, a lesson. Mr. Kyeremateng, as part of the reasons why he ditched the NPP flag bearership race, said everything seemed to be deliberately structured to favor one of the candidates. He bemoaned what he described as a high level of intimidation and sabotage witnessed at a party's just ended special delegates conference. After having carefully analyzed the results of the said elections, it is absolutely clear to me from events leading to, during and after the elections that the special delegates conference was strategically and tactically skewed in favor of one particular aspirant. The level of intimidation of varying intensity directly and indirectly unleashed on a significant number of delegates at various voting centers across the 16 regions is unprecedented in the history of our party. Dash it. Dash it. Hear me. Watch me. So you see the kind of country we have. I'm reading here that Alan Kyeremateng could accept to be a flag bearer of a party that has different ideologies. A party that has no respect for Kwame Nkrumah, the founder of this nation. A party that has no respect for his ideologies. Yet the biggest development we have ever had in this country came from the loins of Kwame Nkrumah. NDC is a party that believes in Kwame Nkrumah and Nkrumahism, and believes that he has to continue with Nkrumah's agenda. How would the two come together and work on what? One doesn't believe in Nkrumahism. The other one believes in it. They are two different roads to the same destination. But if you put them on one ship, it's like two captains dealing with one ship in opposing directions. My brother, my sister, if Alan Kyeremateng accepts to become vice president in the elections coming, then I will see that he's actually more than just aimless. He's greedy for power. If Mahama decides to go for this guy called Alan Kyeremateng, I will be so shocked, my brother, my sister, and I will take a decision that will shock me myself. What is in this guy? A man who sat with Nana Akufo-Addo and ruined the whole nation. What is the contribution of this guy to Ghana's development? He sat with Nana Akufo-Addo. Together, they decided to pass e-levy. He sat with Nana Akufo-Addo and watched the wanton rate of thievery and robbery in this country. He said, Koto, nothing. When he was getting ready to run for flag bearership, then he started saying, yes, we need change. You need what change? Such a hypocrite. When you were in power, for fear that you will lose your position, you never ever opened your mouth to say anything under this dirty government. Today you are coming to tell us that you are the one who is going to bring us that change. I don't want to see this guy's face. Take him away. He's so annoying. If Mahama decides that this is the guy he's going for, if his party has rejected him and kicked him out with violence, let him remain there and rot. If he doesn't want the party again, let him go for independence. Let him be an independent candidate. I don't like hypocrites around me. This is a country we must not joke with. We have joked with the country for far too long. That is why the nation is sinking. That is why charlatans are ruling the nation. I heard Sarkodie say, oh, yeah, Delta, they always bring their rickety and old planes here that are not safe. He was flying to America. They had to crash land on an island in Portugal, and he's blaming them. Why are they bringing these old planes to Ghana? The planes are not even safe. And I asked myself, Sarkodie, if you knew that Delta planes were not safe, why did you sit in that? It means you don't respect your own life. I will never sit in a plane or a certain kind of car that has a history of rickety behavior, that has a history of unsafe behavior. I will never do that. I love my life. You go and sit in a plane that you call rickety, old. When it crash lands on an island in Portugal, he said they almost landed in the sea. He didn't even say sea, he said the ocean. If you die, you have committed suicide. Why do you sit in a plane that you call rickety? A plane that you call unsafe? It doesn't matter how much I've paid. When the plane starts to taxi, and I realize that it's a stupid plane, I will stop the pilot and say, hey, let me get down from that stupid plane. I paid for it. I'm coming down. We have seen it happen a number of times where a plane taxis. Sometimes it even takes off. He has to come back because there's an emergency. Somebody in it needs to get down. Right? You sit in a rickety plane. This is not the first time we are hearing the word rickety. Cecilia Dapar told us in her days that British Airways brought us rickety planes. That's Utimua. You all read that tape. I played it several times on radio. You see those planes, some consume is what? Bed bugs. Ntafre is what? Cockroaches, right? My brother, my sister, if Ghana, British Airways will bring us rickety planes, old outlandish planes, unsafe planes, and at the same time infest their planes with bed bugs and mosquitoes and even cockroaches, it means they have no respect for us because we have no respect for ourselves. Can you do this in America? Do you know why Ghana Airways was impounded in America in the days of Ghana Airways? Can you take a useless, stupid plane to America? They will ban you and ban your country. But they do it to us every time because we are stupid people. We have no respect for our genesis. We have no respect for our heritage. Our ancestors who fought tooth and nail through their blood and sweat to be able to win us our heritage. We have no respect for them. We have gone for names of rapists and pedophiles and given to ourselves. See, somebody says it's called Benjamin. Another person says it's called Stanley. Somebody says it's called Reginald. Another person says his name is John. The names of rapists and pedophiles and slave masters. You carry upon yourself and you are walking around. How are they going to respect you? When you go to America and you claim you are from Africa and they ask you, what is your name? And you start mentioning names like John, Samuel, they laugh at you and say, that idiot has come here. Brainwash education has sent you there. When they see your appearance, you are trying to be a photocopy of them. Eat and talk and walk and mimic them. They have no respect for you because they know you are a fool. That's what it is, brethren. It's about time we stood by our culture, our tradition. See, I remember when Barack Obama was coming, a radio station called me and said, Auntie, so we call Obama, we call Barack Obama. Now we drink wow and into Maguna and Obesha Koana. Am I going to wear the racks? They call these racks. They are Gucci and Gabbana. They see that as Christmas wear. Hallelujah. How will the textile industry grow? How will your nation grow? That the Gombes have a saying. They say, be you lesson in the Kadurobra. In other words, they look at the type of stranger coming. And then they decide on what kind of preparation to give this kind of stranger. Not every stranger deserves fufu and abenkwine. Some strangers deserve kenke without fish. Some strangers even need to stand at the gate and be sent back. Some strangers need a whole cow to be slaughtered for them. And some strangers, they need to be shipped with koboku and sent away. My if you do not respect your nation, nobody will respect you. Sarkodie is blaming Delta Airlines for the foolishness. Fine. Have you blamed your nation? Your leaders who have no common sense, they are those who have allowed these rickety planes to come into the country. I'm angry, brethren. They come in here. I hate flying. So when I am flying, even in the best airplanes, I pray and I say my last prayer. Father, you sent me on earth to be able to do something. Please, if you are taking my life, take it only if I have fulfilled what desire you brought me into this world to come and fulfill. That's the prayer. And that prayer always comes to me in the plane. I don't like the plane, let alone a rickety plane. The last time I sat in a Ghana Airways flight, I beg your pardon, British Airways flight, it was like the wings were going to break and fall apart. Some double-decker plane. I've told this story time and again. It was serious. And you should have seen how they packed Ghanaians in there. People were flatulating left, right, and center, no respect for themselves, asking for unnecessary food. They have no respect for themselves when they sit in the plane. You will know that these are people from Ghana. No common sense, no respect. Yet if the plane is flying from Ghana to America, they behave like human beings. But if it is coming from America or England to Ghana and it packs Ghanaians, it's like you have picked them from the zoo and you are bringing them into the country. Change! Change common sense, brethren. Change! Change common sense. Change, brethren. What's wrong with you? You make white people look down on us and insult us night and day. Yet some of you are most learned. Some of you have traveled so far on the ladder of education. You are only educated fools and illiterates. It's so sad, brethren. The plane almost landed in the sea, and then we were lucky we landed on an island in Portugal, and because of that, they are bringing rickety and old planes which are unsafe. You know they are unsafe? You sat in it? Sure. What were we talking about? What's the topic we're talking about? I digress, so it's getting out of my mind. It says what? Alan Kyeremateng as Mahama'S. So watch me. Listen. It's about Ghana. We are supposed to be voting for these parties depending on their ideologies and their road maps to El Dorado. The road map, the road map to Canaan, the promised land. If your land is Logoligi, if your road map is Serpentine, Logoligi, and there's a party that comes and has a straight course, common sense in mathematics will tell you that the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. That's what it is, brethren. Alan Kyeremateng is an alligator. Mahama'S is a crocodile. They look alike, but they are not the same. Alan Kyeremateng is a toad. Mahama'S is a frog. Yeah, they look alike, but they are not the same. Yes, they are politicians, but they have different ideologies. If they accept to come together, it means that we don't have Ghana in sight. We don't respect Ghana. Dash. When we return, we're going to be talking more. But I have something for you. And it's about patriotism. What does it mean to say patriotism? What's the meaning? When we return, we will read your messages. We also have more for you. Today we're doing 7 different issues. Hey! Wayo!
Blackpot, Coco Show, man.
This is the Blackpot, aka Kokushodum, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Blakk RASTA. We have more. Run the story. Watch me. Frozen bones cause FREEZY MACBONES Olympic loss. Frozen bones. If you are able to move, it's all because your bones, but if they are frozen, you are lucky. You can only walk like a mummy. Like that. That's what caused FREEZY MACBONES to lose the Olympic thing. This is the guy. He's called FREEZY MACBONES. My brother, this was the guy. There was a big hula baloo around him. He was in Ghana. Nobody saw his talent. He struggled, carried pongpo. He found himself in England. They were able to see that now, this guy can make it. Great boxers decided to be his friend. His friends were great boxers. Yes, like Anthony Joshua and the rest of them. Eat and drink because they saw the future in this guy. Ghana started making a lot of noise. We all joined in the noise making. Why should this man, at the helm of his glory, or at the beginning of his glory, want to fly the flag of England? We need him right there in Ghana to do that. Oh, the Ghana Boxing Authority said, oh, he came for some forms here to sign so that he will fight as a Ghanaian boxer. Before we realized, he ditched us and went to fight for England. The brother here decided to listen to some of these things that I say in the Blackpot and decided to U-turn. He threw away his British whatever and returned to Ghana and started to fight for Ghana. Instead of applauding him and saying, wow, you have decided to come home patriotic. You know what they did? They froze him. You know what it means to freeze? When they say somebody is cold towards you, it means what? Emotionless. And cold brings what? Freezing. It froze the guy so he couldn't move. You see? In our nation, we are so backward that we are not even ready, my brother, my sister, to push each other to the promised land. We all want to be able to put our legs there first. So we compete with each other, push each other aside, instead of pushing each other. Together we will achieve the same feat. No. Everybody wants his foot in there first. It's a competition. Hey! This thing that I'm telling you, observe it. When you are driving in Ghana, Jesus have mercy. Rickety cars, useless cars. Get to the traffic light, let it show red. They all stop. The moment the light shows green, it's like a competition for who would be ahead. It's like a race. Even rickety cars want to be part of it. Have you observed that? Nobody is ready to give you the chance when you are driving in Ghana. Nobody. Everybody seems to be in a stupid, useless competition. We are not going to the same place, one. We don't have the same emergency, two. And thirdly, our cars are not of the same make. Yet competition. You try to overtake a Ghanaian driver, he takes offense. Why, you want to show me your car is better than my car? Why are you so much in a hurry? Do you know where I'm coming from? Do you know the kind of emergency I am in? The way the people drive, you can tell their mentality in this nation. Blaring horns like people who have no common sense. Bang, 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 all over them. So much noise pollution. And you'll be shocked why they are blowing the horns. Some of them are just blowing to show people that they are driving. Those who said I couldn't drive, I'm driving, ping, ping, ping. Those who said I couldn't drive, see me, I'm driving, ping, 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 ping. A lot of the horn that they blow whilst driving in Ghana is not for the reason the horn was made. It's sad. So for some time, I told myself I have to stop driving because I get so angry whenever I am driving. I feel like I should just get down and walk. Everybody seems to be in a mad rage to nowhere. That's what happened to FREEZY MACBONES. He left England and came here to fight for his motherland. And then he lost the Olympic whatever. Ghanaians are teasing him all over the internet. Some have cartooned him. Some are calling him names. If this was in England, you know what they would have said? Say, boy, better luck next time, man. Better luck, better luck. If this was in America, you know what they would have told him? You almost won it. But in Ghana, my God. Tuno nina so. Tuno nkwa, tuno na yo. Unye din, usori a pan so. Wonim na gu ase no. Wonim gu ase. That's what they would do. Go on the internet. They are trolling the guy over and over. No one person with common sense has written that thank you so much for coming home to represent the movement of common sense. Patriotism. Ayamiya. This guy should have been like the biblical prodigal son. Now that he has U-turned and come home, we should have slaughtered a whole camel for him. Dance agbaja around him. Palogo Bamaya carried him shoulder high to welcome a lost brother who has returned. But no. We are loathing him. We are insulting him just because he lost one fight. Yet he stands another chance of even going to the Olympics. He needs to fight. I think in East, whatever. FREEZY MACBONES is here. I love you, my brother. I want to tell you that Ghana loves you. Some Ghanaians may not have the common sense to love you. Of course, he has his own issues too. He's a drama kid. He loves to run around, hey, yeah, but that's him. That's him. He loves to showboat. To God be the glory. Well, my name is Blakk Rasta. When we return, we will be reading your comments. Hey! Wayo!
one goes out to
Wednesday, 13th September, 7 p.m. sharp, inside La Boma Beach at Le Shrine. All tongues shall confess that the volcano trumpet, Q Shandaya from St. Vincent through Jamaica, America to Ghana, Africa, is here to stay. Also appearing is Ghana's dancehall newest sensation from the backbone of reggae veteran, Daddy Bosco, Akle. Date is Wednesday, 13th September 2023, 7 p.m. sharp. The action shall be disastrous. The fire will be blazing hotter than hell. Come and see Q Shandaya and Akle at Le Shrine. Do live band non-stop. Other artists shall also pass through to balance the equation. Come and see conscious reggae and dancehall at the top. More fire. For enquiries, call the Shrine on 0203-500-050 or 0204-500-050. See ya!
Must tell the truth.
Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Coco show man.
This is the Black Pot, aka Kuku Show, where we speak truth to power. We give thanks and ISIS unto that name that is greater than every other name. Yes, our nation shall prosper. Next story will be coming soon, but let's look at your messages quickly. Kambadi, Samsidin says, patiently waiting for the man of our generation. Long life, Black Rasta. Blessed love. Thompson Ofori says, good day. Rap Thunder says, Alhamdulillah. It's another blessed Monday with the legendary Black Rasta. God bless you. Health is wealth. TV. And good day, brother. I've gained much wisdom listening to you, and I've become a better communicator. Keep educating us, and may you live to be 100 plus. God bless, love and respect. Henjo Raphael says, good evening, my brother. Good to start the week with your teachings. Ghana is the blessed land, but due to our unpatriotic life or behavior, the land is suffering. Regards to Tinare, from Tinare. Blessed love. Love, love, love. Marcus Ekwamwa says, good evening, Black Rasta and family members. Keep on preaching, love. And this is Timothy Zuri, and he says, Black Rasta, you're too much. Love and respect, you're too much too, my brother. Petrina O2 says, greetings, Black Rasta. Your message and prayers made my baby happy on her birthday. I thank God for you and pray for your health and long life for you as you educate the youth. Well, love and respect, Petrina. Blessed love to the little one. And I hope that we'll meet one of these days so I can carry the baby in my hand and say, wow, please be one of the change makers that Ghana surely needs. No, Mohammed Abdallah says, with all due respect, I think you are ignorant. The English language you are speaking, is it your language? Is it your language? No. Well, I think that he slipped something there. Why do you say the Makaranta students don't understand what they recite? Oh, my brother, do you understand Arabic? You see, these are the people who are too zealous about religion. Too zealous. I've been to Makaranta. Are you the only one who has been to Makaranta? What is taught in the Makaranta? Unless they changed only yesterday. You are taught to recite and parrot. How many Malams in Ghana understand Arabic? Of course, the English language that I speak is not my language, but it is a medium that I use to talk to you so many more people can understand. How many people speak Arabic in Ghana? Have you been to the Makaranta? When you go to the Makaranta, it's all parroting. They are teaching you to recite. They are not teaching you to speak Arabic. It's one of the reasons I left Makaranta. It has nothing to do with a religion. You understand? When I talk about Makaranta, I'm not talking about Islam or Christianity. I'm just talking about Arabic. Why do you want to argue with something which is the fact? Okay, so Muhammad Abdallah says, someone performing Hajj rice has it denied development. What you see, that's another ignorant. We are ignorant, brethren. Very ignorant. You see, you have to put it in the right perspective. The perspective is that one Alhaji has gone to Mecca 200 times. He has about 100 children in the house who do not even eat a balanced diet. Do you go to Mecca for free? You are paying money. Is that what the religion said you should do? That is what we're talking about. Don't just come and start defending religions and other. We are not talking religion here. We are talking about the attitude of the people. Of course, it's disturbing development. The children of some of these people in the Zongos are those on the streets, begging and disturbing people on the street. Some have become thieves because of negligence. Is that development for you? Please check it out properly. We are dealing with serious issues. Don't bring religion and come and disturb me here. Please. Sweet Smile says, Blakk, on Judgment Day, I will just hold the Ghana flag so that God will know that I have passed through hell before coming to him. Of course. Well, that's what so many people say. They say, well, once you are in Ghana, once you approach God, you tell him that, look, there's no need to go to hell again. You have been through hell because our politicians have put us in serious hell. It's a way of telling them that you have made the nation so terrible. We're the first to get our independence south of the Sahara. How come we are not number one? Such a small country, over-endowed with mineral resources and so on and so forth. That is what we are talking about. Yes. Now, Bon Pyramid says, good evening, Black Rasta. Watching this show is like listening to my Sisala Dages. As an extra emotional person, I cry mostly. It's a sad situation in our country, and we have to be able to make it better. Ekene Okoli. Blakk, as for me, I'm tired of our African leaders with their selfishness. Well, we are all tired. That is why we have to chase them out and bring in people with common sense to be able to rule us. That's what we're talking about. Jose Kofi says, these guys lie shamelessly. It's shocking. Oh, yes, they do. No, Muhammad Abdallah says, we have two books and we have chosen the hereafter one. That's if you joke, I'm going to block you and take you out. Use common sense. We are not talking religion. If you joke, I'll just tell the admin, clear this guy off. I thought you were a little patriotic. But look at how this guy has been commenting from when we started. All of a sudden, you are bringing religion in there to mess it up. I don't have time for this nonsense. I am eagerly looking for, you are looking for the hereafter. Then go to the hereafter. What are you waiting? What are you doing here? Go to the hereafter. You have to do something that sends you to the hereafter, right? Your work on earth is what decides what the hereafter will be for you. You can't be bearing children in the Zongo and making them hungry, take all the money to Mecca and come and tell me that here we are looking at hereafter. What hereafter? Don't tell me that, brethren. Rap Tender says 2,000 ports. Yes, that's what they are saying. Dirty government. That's correct. Benjamin Atu says, bless my brethren Black Rasta. Run it. Petrina Otu says, I think Mahama'S should take Honorable Sam George as his running mate and the rest will fall in place. Well, that's your opinion. Paul Skimo says, greetings Black Rasta. I'm late today, but today has been a busy day. I just have access to my phone. Big up to you, Black Rasta. Blessed Lord. Benjamin Kwanzaa says, this is the Black Pot. Black Rasta, are you serious that when Bawumia becomes president, you... Watch me, brethren. Watch me. Watch me. No, Muhammad Abdallah says, you have to add phone in segment so that we ask you questions because I see it that you come and talk and go without questioning. Because you said we should ask questions when learning. Of course, you can ask questions if you want to ask questions. Type them out. You are what? Communicating, right? Communicating, right? We used to open phone lines and we were getting all, type people just calling and waste time. So you put it there. You understand? Type it. If we can answer, we'll answer. If we can't answer, we'll go and research and come and answer. That's what it is. I will not open phone lines for you to come and ask me religious questions. I don't have time for that. Religion is a personal thing. I'm talking about development. I'm talking about our team moving ahead. Jose Kofi says, I like that, Black Rasta. We will make decisions that will shock ourselves if Mahama'S makes him the vice. Of course. Marceline Kwesi says, fire upon dirty politician. And Sufyan Suleiman says, may Allah bless you and your crew in your livelihoods, right? And add more years to your lives. Black Rasta, happy watching you in Baltimore with my guys. Blessed Lord. You see, because of religion, A brother can kill another brother because the brother says he doesn't agree with this religion, so I belong to this, so they kill you. Because of religion, some people become unreligious. They are ready to bomb a whole plane, all because of religion. They are ready to cheat fellow worshippers, all because of religion. So as we are talking about development, we need to look. Religion is very, very personal. When you go to America, you might not even know who is what. Everybody is doing their thing. England, everybody is doing their thing. China, but we are here busily discussing which religion is going to take us to heaven, which one is going to kill us. We spend 20 hours out of the 24 hours thinking about the hereafter when we still have here. Now, before the hereafter. It's good. I'm a spiritual person. I fast when it's time to fast. I say, I pray. I love God. That is personal to me. You understand? I don't go out asking people, what do you believe in before I shake their hand. No, I don't do that. You understand? Let religion be personal to people. But where people stretch out religion and make it look like everybody must be part of a certain religion. Hey. Kambadi Samsudin says Alan Cash failed because he didn't perform under Nana Addo's government, and that is reason for his low performance. Karim Sadat Aduku says, good evening, Blakk Rasta. It's another blessed week. Blakk Rasta, I wish to see the Kusasi and the Mamprusi jubilate together as one people with common destiny fighting themselves. You see, I don't know what to say now. These are brothers. Brothers. Kusasis, Mamprusis, Frafres, Dagombes, and all that. From one grandfather. Great-grandfather. Confusion, fighting. I pray that soon we will all come together. And you see, interesting. This is sad, but I'm going to say, when the Kusasi man or the Mamprusi man is fighting, when they are fighting each other, now they don't care about your religion anymore. They don't care about your religion. They rather care about their tribes. If they are slaughtering you, they won't say this is a Muslim, they won't slaughter him. Or this is a Christian. What does that mean? It means that we were human first before we became religious, right? We need to come together. See each other as human beings first. Let your religion be a mirror to other people, like Prophet Muhammad said. He said, let your religion be a mirror so that that will attract many more people by your behavior. If your religion is teaching me something that does not benefit me, and even your own behavior can send people away. That's why Paul said in the Bible that, hey, do not eat something that will make your brother stumble. If you know that if you eat this in front of your brother, it will make him stumble, then you start eating it. For instance, Muslims don't eat pigs. Then you are a Muslim. Then you stand in front of your Muslim brother, you are eating pork, and you are enjoying it. How is that other Muslim going to feel? Some Christians don't eat duck. You see, some don't even eat fish without scales. You see, they eat fish that have scales. Those that have no scales, they don't eat. The SDA people. It's a whole variety. It's personal. What do you want to do? Do it. Don't force it on another person. This Sheba says, really? You can stop a plane after... Yes! Oh, yes. Just tell the air hostess that, well, I made a mistake. I thought this was a South African plane, but this one is going to England. And if they look at your thing and it's right, the plane might just come back if it hasn't gone too far. It's happened several times here and in some other places. It happens. Rap Thunder says, legendary Blakk Rasta, I need your real name, please. All right. Sweet Smile says, the least said about this country called Ghana, the better. Cause Adodi messed up the whole place from Rahman Tamale. Ah, well, that's what it is. More comments? Let's run. We have a lot to look at. We are going to make it very, very quick. Next one we're looking at says Tongo uprising imminent. Where do we find Tongo? In the upper east region of Ghana. When you are just coming out of Tamale, you come all the way down, down, down. When you start seeing those beautiful rocks, very beautiful, that is Tongo for you. Come here. Watch me. The Tongo uprising is imminent. Why? Run the story. Watch this quickly. Talented youth demand action from mining companies amid rising health unemployment concerns. Wow. Run the story. The youth and traditional leaders in the Talented district of the Upper East region have called on two mining companies, Cardinal Mining Company and L International Limited, to take development and health of the people of the area seriously. According to the youth, despite the presence of the two mining companies, the district has been grappling with rising challenges such as youth unemployment, a dearth of skill development opportunities, and escalating health-related challenges. Come here, my lord. Come here. Come here. They say one of the most pressing concerns was the upsurge in youth unemployment as job opportunities for the youth remain scarce in the area. Now, the youth noted that health-related issues have also gained prominence in recent years as there has been a noticeable upswing in health problems amongst children, adults, including respiratory issues and water contamination. My brother, if you read this further, you will feel very bad. Now, when Tianchi or whatever was there, mining, we all remember how they exploded the place and killed people for nothing. The compensation was like a joke. When they are destroying the place and people have health problems, it doesn't matter whether you are Muslim, Christian, Hare Krishna, or you are Rasta, anything, you will fall sick. Your religion will not stop you from catching a disease if you expose yourself to that religion. If we all sit down and bring differences amongst us because of religious differences, ethnic differences, and watch white people come here and destroy us, this is what I keep saying. It's called the Willie Lynch syndrome. Willie Lynch syndrome, my brother, is terrible. They'll tell you that, oh, once your nose is longer and you are a little lighter, then you are closer to us. That's the white man. Those that are darker now find a way of bleaching their skin and trying to pull their baby's noses so that the noses become what? Longer. Willie Lynch syndrome. You are living all your life trying to look like the white man. Whilst we are busily fighting ethnic and tribal wars, the same slave master sneaks in and steals our gold and our diamond and inflicts diseases on us. That's what is happening in Tongo. I've been there. Chinese all over the place. And much more. Yet Tongo is full of unemployment. How many people are in Tongo? What is the population of Tongo? Yet 99% of the people are unemployed. If they have to get employment, they have to leave Tongo and go to some other places to be able to get employment. My brother, the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, what are they doing? What are our authorities doing to be able to deal with this? To God be the glory. Bring the next item, quick. The people have to start demonstrating seriously in the area if the authorities are doing nothing. More demonstrations. Then the whole world can hear you. Mahama'S judges comment unwarranted. All right, so what did Mahama say? But who is Mahama? The former president of the Republic of Ghana, right? All right. So what is the story? Run the story, quick. What is the story? It says, Mahama'S call to balance out so-called NPP judges with NDC judges, extremely dangerous and brazen attack on judiciary independence. Okay. So what former President Mahama'S said is simple. He said that the judiciary, in fact, our courthouses have been inundated with NPP people from Nana Akufo-Addo's appointments. In other words, Nana Akufo-Addo has decided to appoint a lot of these people. Do we get it? And he says when he comes into power, he will make sure that he will balance the NPP number with the NDC number. Did you hear it? There are a lot of NPP people there. When I come, I will make sure that I balance the NPP number with NDC. So what happens to CPP? What happens to the rest of the parties? They should also wait till they come into power, till they work it out. What Mahama could have said, and to err is human. Oh yes, he could have said, when I come, I will neutralize that. I will make sure that there is a balance representing everybody. It's better than saying that when you come, you will balance the NPP number with NDC. That is my two pesos. What do you think? Dash it and bring me the next item. Next item we're looking at, and it's going to be really quick. Quick. Power, energy. Yes, and this one says, watch it. GRA cries foul over ESCAPEE taxpayers. And this is another patriotism issue. Run it, my youth. Shipping lines, agents, importers conniving to evade taxes. The Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA, said it is enhancing efforts to ensure that importers who engage in the falsification of trade documents to evade taxes are brought to book. The Ghana Revenue Authority is saying this. Now, according to the authority, there is a growing rate of the act which is causing losses to the state. That's it. The point has been made. So we are coming together to milk our nation and kill our nation. The taxes that are supposed to be paid. We all know what the taxes are supposed to do, right? We all know what the taxes are supposed to do. Even if the people in power are not doing it, it doesn't mean we shouldn't continue paying taxes. Yes, we have decided that we pay taxes and that you should do the work with the taxes. If you are not doing the work with the taxes, we have to remove you, impeach you. There are laws. You can never refuse to pay taxes. Why are Ghanaians running away from taxes? A lot of them will tell you, oh, when we pay the tax, they just blow the money. They don't. No, it's not an excuse for you not to pay tax. It's just like electricity. You have to pay for the electricity. You have to pay for the water. Yet, there are churches that have electricity, illegal connection. They have air conditioners like 30. Bang, 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 bang. Everybody's dancing. Everybody's feeling happy. Yet, it's illegal connection. You are stealing from the nation. You go to the Zongos. A lot of the houses are not connected to electricity properly. The water you use to perform the ablution, the water you use to make tea and drink during Ramadan, you are drinking hell into your stomach because you are stealing the water. The nation must rise, brethren. The nation has to grow. The nation has to grow. Religion is supposed to lead us, my brother, my sister, to a better future. But if you hide under your religion and disturb the nation, then it's very sad. When Jesus Christ was asked in the Bible, those of you who read the Bible and know that more than me, when they asked him, who should we pay our taxes to? He asked them, whose face do you see on the coin? He said, it's Caesar. So you give unto Caesar what is Caesar's and give unto God what is God. Hallelujah. And part of Iman, those of you who know Islam, part of Iman, and I like that, is to love your nation. Iman means faith. Part of Iman is to what? Love your nation. So if you say you are a Muslim and you don't love your country, it means that you are not a Muslim. If you say you are a Christian and you don't love your country and pay taxes like Jesus said do, you are not a Christian. Okay, so when we return, we have more, right? Hey! Wayo!
This one goes on too.
Wednesday, 13th September, 7 p.m. sharp, inside La Boma Beach at Le Shrine. All tongues shall confess that the volcano trumpet, Q-Shandeya from St. Vincent through Jamaica, America to Ghana, Africa, is here to stay. Also appearing is Ghana's dancehall US sensation from the backbone of reggae veteran, Daddy Bosco, Akla. Date is Wednesday, 13th September 2023, 7 p.m. sharp. The action shall be disastrous. The fire will be blazing hotter than hell. Come and see Q Shandea and Akle at Le Shrine. Do live band non-stop. Other artists shall also pass through to balance the equation. Come and see conscious reggae and dancehall at the top. More fire. For enquiries, call the Shrine on 0203 500 050 or 0204 500 050. See ya!
Must tell the truth.
Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot. Coco show, man.
This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kuku Show. Remember to subscribe to this channel. It's called the Blakk Empire Media. Blakk is spelled B-L-A-K-K. And click on the notification button. The agenda is the nation. The agenda is Africa. No religion, no football, no sports. It's just patriotism. That's it. Come here. Last story we are looking at today, and that's going to be the end. It's going to take just 2 minutes and we are done. OWUSU BEMPAH flares up over AGRADAA. Who is OWUSU BEMPAH? He was my mate at Kyeremateng Secondary School. That's him. We sat together in the same class. I respect him. I love him. Yes, I do. He also has his faults. Yes. Just like all of us. We all have our faults. Nobody is perfect. Even the man that we said is perfect, Jesus Christ, he took a ship and shipped people seriously in the church. Hallelujah. Who is AGRADAA? This is AGRADAA. She used to be a priestess of the African oracle. See? And then, all of a sudden, she said she was a Christian. Now she has discovered social media and it looks like she has a new craze there. She's there talking profanity and foolishness. And those who go to a church, I don't want to blame anybody because we don't talk religion. My brother, you should hear her on social media. Vulgarity, insults. And this is the person who leads a church. Again, we are not talking religion. Religion is personal. If you think AGRADAA is the one who will lead you to God, the hereafter, as my brethren said, and if you think OWUSU BEMPAH is the one who will lead you to God in the hereafter, my brother, this is what it is. We all remember when Reverend OWUSU BEMPAH went all the way to the house of AGRADAA, and she was on the story building, and they were talking, throwing invectives at each other. OWUSU BEMPAH had some of his men holding guns. They wanted to deal with her. And I remember OWUSU BEMPAH boasted that if AGRADAA was not arrested, nobody could ever try to arrest him. We all came on radio and TV and said that was very, very terrible to say. Who are you? When it comes to the nation, nobody's bigger than the truth. Nobody's bigger than Ghana. The president heard it and they arrested him. We applauded the president. It was a good work done. But they manhandled him. They chained him to the bed. The reason they gave was that his boys were ganging up to come and rescue him from police detention. So they had to use all kinds of means to hold him down. When he came out, he was angry with the NPP. He said a lot of things. Baumia went there trying to beg him and all that. It's on to them. But what I'm interested in today is the same thing that happened. And OWUSU BEMPAH got angry and went trying to attack AGRADAA is happening again. AGRADAA said that this man had gone to England to treat his rotten leg and he died. She was very, very emphatic that he had died, and she was jubilating over the death of this man. jubilating. Interestingly, OWUSU BEMPAH has ever sent AGRADAA to his church to sing and also to talk to the people. Long story cut short, OWUSU BEMPAH is threatening to sue AGRADAA. Watch this. OWUSU BEMPAH to sue AGRADAA. But why is OWUSU BEMPAH trying to sue AGRADAA and not going to AGRADAA's house to attack her? Because he's been taught that there are laws in the country, thanks to the Nana Akufo-Addo government. Watch this. OWUSU BEMPAH versus AGRADAA. I will take matters into my own hands if Akufo-Addo Bawumia don't intervene. He's saying that the leadership of the nation must intervene. Because this woman is saying a lot of terrible things. Interestingly, when AGRADAA was arrested, you remember she was arrested before OWUSU BEMPAH. She was begging OWUSU BEMPAH to go and talk to the president because they were in a good relationship then. But all of a sudden, relationship kaput. And they both cannot trace their footsteps back to the president. Now OWUSU BEMPAH says, if you don't tell this woman to behave, I will force her to behave. Please, the authorities, you have to deal with this issue where somebody can proclaim another person dead and it's a hoax. What happened to fear-mongering? I'm done. I thank you for coming. I appreciate you. We never, ever take you for granted. Your time is most important to us. We have messages coming in. We're going to look at them quickly. All right, Petrina Otu says, Blakk, please don't lose it for some of us. Don't lose it. For some of us are learning. Oh, I know. I do know. Yeah. J. Ken says, common sense. All right. Kambadi. Something says, Blakk Rasta. Forget those that are, okay, forget those that are trying to provoke you. Don't forget anything you do positively. The negative ones will try to. Well, I don't really see Nuhu as a negative person. He's been commenting nicely, but he's overly religious. His mind is full of religion. This is not the first time he's tried to engage me religiously, and I don't like it. If I want to talk religion, I go to the church or I go to the mosque. This is not where I'm talking religion. I don't like it. Please, I'm talking about patriotism. You understand? He's tried several times on this platform to engage me religiously. I'm not a religious person. You understand that? That's why I try to, forgive me if I flared up too much. But anyway, so Benjamin Kwanzaa says, Blakk Rasta, when Bawumia becomes president and you leave the country for us, how are we going to enjoy the black pot? Oh, wherever I am, the black pot is still the kukushe. It will still blaze, my brother. Next one. I hope you have not blocked Nuru. Okay, well, he's here. Muhammad Abdallah says, you see what you are saying. What am I saying? Mawuli Gbagbo says, Blakk Rasta, I will love you. And Muhammad Abdallah says, I know it's not about religion, but I saw a video of you saying things which is Islamica. That's no. I've told you what it is. It's not about Islam. I'm talking about people who are going to Mecca. You understand? And they are neglecting their children. Islam doesn't even like that. Does Islam like it? Islam says those who can afford. You cannot rob Peter and go to Mecca and come and be looking at Peter's face again. That's what I'm saying. And there are those who go to Israel too like that. But Mecca is the most common one. Please, we are not talking religion. I'm glad that you have seen it right. Ajeduna says, Blakk Rasta, Asikple. Rich Albert said, politicians will always be politicians. That's why I've stopped voting. Please, it's your right to vote. So if you go and don't like any one of them, don't vote. But listen to their messages and pray and see which one God will lead you to. Stephen Banda says, I just joined now. Thanks, Blakk Rasta. My king, blessed. And he says, I like your outfit. It's beautiful. Oh, thanks so much. And I encourage you to wear African attires as well. Daniel. All right. Oneri Adombila. I like that name, Adombila. You are very talented and intelligent. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Love you so much, bro. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Daniel Oneri Adombila says, well, yo, Owusu Anderson says, good show. I'm enjoying Blakk. Thank you. Emmanuel J says, great job, Prophet. Can't skip your program. Really addicted to it from the UK. Ras Osajifu Bill says, kindly take it easy and educate your youth, please. Okay, I hear you. Jose Kofi says, no, please follow the logic and don't be legalistic. Okay. He says, no, that's what is. No. Oh, no. Oh, I thought he said no. All right. So you see, it's one big family. No. It's one big family. I'll be sad to lose you. I don't know what you can do to support this race. When the Prophet of Islam was running away from intimidation and murder in Mecca, where did he go? He went to Yathrib, Abyssinia, to a Christian monk. I don't want to tell the whole story because our time is up. At the end of the day, that Christian monk or the Christian king became a Muslim. It depends on the way we approach people, the tolerance. Same way to Christians. That's why I don't talk religion. Pan-Africanism has nothing to do with religion. It doesn't talk religion. It doesn't talk, no. We leave it here. My name is Blakk Rasta. Thanks so much. We appreciate you. We love you. It's been the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushunum, where we speak truth to power. Wayo!